Hey, it's me, Deb. So I'm like 45 minutes, well, maybe closer to an hour away from the house. And that is because I bid on a few things for an online estate sale auction, and I got some good stuff. I figured while I'm in the area, and also I would film that, but it's so boring. It's literally just like walking up, paying an invoice. It's really not that exciting. So anyway, I thought since I'm so far from the house, let me see if I can hit up a place or two that's in the area, because I'm not out here normally. So I am at it's Life's Treasures Hospice thrift store. So I like to hit up small independent thrift stores, especially if they are the proceeds are going directly to a charity. I like to get to those as much as possible, so I try my best to. Let's have a look-see and see if we can find some treasures, some treasures for life. All right, let's go inside. I mean, this whole setup is fantastic. These are great. But I really want some fondue now. And I'm seeing like these great fake bread things everywhere, which is making me very sad since I can't eat it. Okay. Wow, this is a throwback for me. Long story short, I used to work at Jenny Craig. Wow, I have so many tales to tell about that place. But this is like, wow, that brings back a lot of memories. Cute. A little cast iron heart. I can't remember if this is like a press for cookies, or is it just, maybe it's just a piece of art? I honestly don't know. Probably need to Google it, because it's gonna annoy me not to know. Oh, here's another one up here. Yeah, I feel like, I want to say it's a cookie press thing. I have to look it up now. Oh, yes, it's wax cookie. It's for butter cookies. I must have seen it somewhere, because it was just like, it was driving me crazy. I'm like, I'm so positive that's what these are for. So this one's not marked. This one is marked 30. Maybe they come as a pair, I'm not sure. I will think about it, but I don't know. How cute are these guys? I guess I should show you. They're so cute. Do I need more miniatures? But how about him? I've never seen a shelf straddler before, but I kind of love him. Kraft American cheese. My favorite cheese. One of my favorite cheeses. I love all the cheese. That's kind of cool. Oh, I wonder if my mom still has our old animal crackers. Remember when it came in the box and it was cool? Oh my gosh, that is so cute. That's adorable. Holy cow. That is a massive key rack. Okay. And that is an old vacuum cleaner. So I'm in the odds and ends room now. Everything is 50% off. There's a whole lot to look at. So I'm gonna get to digging in here. Ooh, cross stitch stuff. I've become that old lady that's interested in cross stitch and embroidery. And I'm embracing it. I don't care. Make money all you want. Ooh. Might have to get that. I just saw this bear yesterday. Like 40 miles away from here. We meet again. So strange. That's adorable. That's all right. Here. Yeah, sorry. These are. I may run over to. I've never seen these before, but they're kind of cute. Next to Dan's dogs. Oh, I do though. I know. And then I just found this cute little key ring.
No, I'll go over to. You have a tab, please. Yeah,
Wow, what a treasure trove. That place is humongous. There are racks and racks and racks and racks and racks of clothes that were on the other side of the building. There were just so many things to look at. I was a little overwhelmed. That odds and ends room was like a little dig through. You know, sometimes it's fun to like dig through like the little thrift raccooning pirate that I am, and see if I can find things. Did I find things? Yes, I found things. I will share them with you when I get back home. I'm just, my gabber was my gabber done be flasted by the size of this place. I thought it was gonna be like a tiny little thrift store, because sometimes, like in my experience, like when I go to like independent thrift stores, they tend to be tiny little places. This was full size. This was comparable, I would say, actually maybe even bigger than like Thrifting, which is also fairly large, much larger than you'd expect for a small thrift store, small independent one. Yeah, and proceeds go to funding like Hospice Care, which is great. The volunteers working there, sweet ladies. I just kept coming back to the hold table, building my pile, and they're like, keep going. We love it. Keep going. So they were just cheerleading me on, just enabling me. So I found the Cottagecore goodies, the old world goodies, a couple of petite points. I thought it was petite points because I've just read it as petite. I never said it out loud. Petite point. I was corrected. Great finds. Great finds. So, yeah, I'm excited about it. All right, we'll talk about it when we get home. But now I've got a long drive home and I can smell like hot dogs or pizza or something when I was walking out, because there's like restaurants all around here, and I was like, and I don't eat meat. And I'm like, you know I'm hungry if I'm like, hot dog. So yes, I'm hungry, but all I have right now is a cold brew in the car. But let's get home. Let's eat some dinner. It's getting there. It's after 3. Yeah, so it's time to eat something. I'm hungry. All right, let's shut up and start driving. Hey, welcome back to my office. I'm going to be sharing with you everything that I picked up on that Life's Treasures thrift resale shop, charity shop that benefits Hospice Care in Medina, Ohio. I'm going to share everything that I picked up then. I have to give you full disclosure, that actually happened 3 weeks ago, and just my life is very busy. So I wish I had just filmed this haul right after, because I really had to rack my brain and watch the footage again and be like, okay, what came from that store? What came from a different thrifting trip? But I'm gonna share the estate sale items that I got right before I went to Life's Treasures and the goodies I found at Life's Treasures. I'm just clarifying this for myself. I doubt that anyone is that invested, but anyway, real quick, I just wanted to say thank you so much for watching and for being here. And if you like this kind of content, I would so appreciate it if you subscribed, because then I can share more with you. And I'm really curious, like for real, do you watch, like if you're watching this now and you're into thrifting videos, I'm just curious, are you like an avid thrifter yourself? Do you like to just kind of shop vicariously? Or are you a vintage collector? Are you a vintage reseller or antique dealer? Do you have a booth? Do you have an Etsy shop? I'm just wondering, because I'm just really curious by nature. I just always wonder who likes these kind of videos, because I know for me, I thrift for me because I just love the treasure hunt of finding something cool and old. And I also love to unite things that have been forgotten and donated, and I want to like give them a new life. That's kind of like my big goal in this whole thing, so that, you know, not everything's ending up in a landfill, you know? Anyway, I'm just curious, so let me know. But without further ado, let's get on to the Life's Treasures treasures. One of the first things that I had spied my little eyes on were these milk glass vases. I picked up 3, and the reason being is because I guess milk glass vases are becoming very popular for wedding centerpieces. So I thought I'll pick up a set of 3 and sell them just as a set, because people are using them like to make their own, you know, wedding decor stuff, you know, which I think is really sweet, because I mean, I see these all over the place, and I thought, well, since that's what I found people are kind of picking them up for, why not? Why not sell them as a set instead of individually? So I got those, and okay, so I have this, and love the little ruffled edge, this little hobnail. It's kind of like a pointy hobnail, if that makes sense. It's not like the totally round hobnail. It's got like a little edge to it, but real pretty. I've got to clean it out before I photograph it. It's one of these things that I still have to list that I just forgot about, because it was like in my pile of, it needs a little spruce up before it gets photographed and listed. By the way, if you are interested in anything that I'm showing here and you want to add it to your collection or what have you, I will have my shop link below, and if possible, the listings that go directly The links for the listings, the direct listing links. Yeah, that's what I meant. Okay, the other thing I found was in that little mishmash, it was like a 50% off rummage room, rummage sale room. I don't know. I saw these, I thought they were just so darling. They almost look like playing cards, or like a perfect playing card size. These little cross stitches. So cute, so adorable. I think I'm gonna sell them as a set because, and trust me, I thought about keeping them for myself because I think they're just so sweet. I honestly don't remember what I paid for them. It must have been just a few dollars. Next up, I found some really cute Amish-core. I call it Amish-core. Very country cottagecore, country farmhouse, little knickknacks. These are is it a Nesco? Yeah, it's a Nesco. These are actually a mid-90s collection from Nesco, and it's the Patterns of Life. They're these little tiny miniature quilts on little quilt racks. I mean, they're so sweet. I do have them listed already. I just listed them like yesterday, and I thought about selling them together, but then I thought some people actually are trying to find these for their collection. But I thought, how cute are these? Just to put on a little trinket shelf or in a dollhouse. Stop it. I think these were only a couple bucks a piece. The prices in that little rummage sale, 50% off room, were, they really could, you couldn't beat it. I think this is an Amish made piece if I had to guess. It definitely has that feel. And here in Ohio, there's a lot of Amish made things, Mennonite made things. So a lot of like good quality wood pieces, really like crafty, cute stuff. This is a little key rack. Again, I don't remember what I paid for it, but let's guess $4, because I don't remember. So cute. Key racks seem to be a pretty decent seller for me. So when I see them, I pick them up because, I mean, I didn't know before I opened my shop that they would be a popular item, but they are. This cute cross stitch sampler. Oh my gosh. I love the frame too. It's just so like primitive and cool. And it came with the little ribbons on here, which I'm just leaving on. But I already listed this. I imagine that this is from the 80s. When I tried to look up this sampler pattern, it looked like it came from a, what do you call it? A cross stitch sampler book, pattern book. I don't know the name of these things. And I think it was from like 1984 ? So yeah, so definitely mid 80s. I only found a couple of finished ones online. Like I think 2 on the internet that I could find. I think one was actually like in Australia, like for real. So I was like, how did it make its way over there? Who knows? But yeah, so this is already in the shop. Very, very cute. And how, I mean, first of all, just these 2 things, I mean, it's like country farmhouse cottagecore starter kit right here. You know, it's like totally. I mean, it's just like perfect for that. I think I'm gonna guess that was $5 or less. I've taken the price tags off almost everything, so I really don't remember. Then I found these, it's a Bristol brass beautiful containers crafted in America. So it's a 11-inch window box. I don't think this was ever used. It's still, I mean, why would someone leave the tags on if they had used it? But I mean, there's still like the original little UPC tag and everything. Price tag says which would mean I think this was, yeah, this was in that rummage room, so I would have paid $4. This one also, I'm guessing never used. Super pretty hammered brass planter. This is brass elegans, not elegance, elegans. Okay. From Cherry Hill, New Jersey, made in India, 8-inch brass planter. So this again was marked $8. So since it was half off, I paid $4 because I can do math. I was looking back at the footage and I can't believe that I passed up that one needlepoint piece. I'm just like kicking myself looking back at it because I'm like, I remember looking at that and I'm like, why didn't I get it? And I'm pretty sure I didn't get it because I just forgot about it. I think I got overwhelmed looking at stuff, and I think someone else might have been standing in front of it when I went to go back to it, and then, you know, you're waiting maybe for someone to kind of like scoot out of the way, but I'm not a pushy person. I'm not gonna be like, excuse me, I want this thing, you know, but that's just not my style. But I walked away from it just because I forgot. So yeah, but that's okay. I hope someone else found it that loves it. And I mean, $25 I thought was an incredible deal. But I did get a pinky and blue boy, the classic pinky and blue boy. These needle points were only, I do remember, I'm sorry, petite point needle points. These were only $12 each, and I couldn't believe it. I thought, what a steal. And even the lady, when I was checking out, the volunteer that was there, was just like, I can't believe these were only marked $12. And I'm like, yeah, me neither. I'm like, if it's a mistake, that's okay, I'll put them back, you know, because I was like, I'm not looking to rip anyone off, especially for a charity shop that, you know, is doing good work. But she was like, nope, that's the price. That's what we're selling them for. So anyway, got these, very excited about them. Yeah, and I've listed them already. I thought about selling them together, but some people already have one and not the other. I don't know. So I just decided to list them separate because I really wasn't sure. So anyway, they're up in my shop. But I feel like I'm seeing these everywhere. Like people are just eating these things up. Eating them up? I don't know. You know what I mean. That's everything that I got from Life's Treasures. So I'm gonna move on to what I picked up from that estate sale auction. If you're not familiar with what estate sale auctions are, basically you can go to, just if you were to Google local estate sales or online auctions, you can find ones usually in your area. So I'm in Ohio. When I Google that up, it'll show ones that are in my area. I can close in the radius, so like I'm not driving super far away. But where they were having the sale was 45 minutes away from me. So the residents that I had to pick these up at were quite a ways away. But what a cool house. The house was definitely like, had still a lot of like the 60s, 70s wallpaper and stuff in it. It was like a really cool time capsule. And I'd love to share and film, you know, estate sale stuff, but honestly, I just feel when it comes to estate sale auction, you're literally just showing up, paying your invoice, picking up your items and going. It's like you are not hanging around touring through the house. It's not a shopping thing. It's literally you're picking up your order and leaving. And then as far as estate sales go, I'm very sensitive to sharing that kind of stuff because I think if the family is still around, if survivors of the person who may have passed away, or they may have been moved into, you know, a care facility, I'm just really mindful of that. I have been on both sides of the estate sale. So both as someone who is buying things and someone who is hosting the estate sale for family members that have passed. and it's rough, you know? So the last thing I want to do is be like walking around, like vlogging and being obnoxious, you know? I mean, there are plenty of people that do film estate sale excursions, and I think that the ones that I've seen do a very respectful job. They're not being obnoxious, they're not being gross, you know, nothing like that. They're being very respectful. But I myself, I just feel way too like, you know, usually it's because something serious has happened, you know, and it's usually not great news, and people need to just clear out the estate. So I just really try to keep those things in mind. Even if I were to do it in the most respectful way, I have an icky feeling about it. That's all. You know what I mean? Okay, I hope that makes sense. So I'm gonna start off with, I've got a couple of celestial Christmas ornaments. I love these for myself, but I'm debating whether I will list them, because I know the 90s celestial stuff is very popular if you happen to be a vintage person, a vintage seller. The 90s celestial stuff is back, and it is big, baby. So, you know, pick it up. Be on the lookout. But yeah, I had all that kind of stuff back in the 90s. I was like so into the celestial stuff. I mean, does it surprise you? Look at the shirt I'm wearing, for crying out loud. I really haven't outgrown it. So yeah, so got that. Got this gorgeous wall pocket. Oh my gosh, I think it's just so stunning. I mean, it is practically pristine. The only little boo-boos would be like, I think this is just like a little mistake in the glaze. There's like a little boo-boo in the glaze there, if the camera will focus. It's just like a little dark spot, but that's where it would be against a wall. But other than that, I mean, I could not believe that this was like free of any imperfections, such as like chips and stuff like that. It's really gorgeous. Kind of a weird one, but something in me told me to get this. Corn cob pipes. Why? I don't know. Just, I do a lot of things on a hunch, and I just thought these were so cool. It's like, I don't know anything about pipes really, but this is like, when you're talking corn cob pipe, this is legit corn cob. Like, you can you see the little, it's like, you know, have you ever taken a knife to a corn cob and had to cut it down? Okay, so like when my kids had braces, like I had to do that. Well, one kid had braces, and when I had braces when I was a kid, like you had to like take a knife and cut the corn off the cob, and that is what the cob would look like. But yeah, you can see the little sections where the corn was. I mean, and then it's so cool. But anyway, and then this is another one. This one, I feel like must be super old. Says H&B 100 0/0 pipe. I have no idea what any of that means, but this one has like a lot of kind of burnt patina or tobacco stains on it. I don't know, but this one definitely looks like a real oldie, but so cool. And then in addition to that, it came with this guy, Tropical Paints Cleveland. So from my hometown, not Tropical Paints, but Cleveland. So, and then this was just like a regular wooden pipe. But yeah, this was just, it was in a set, and I think it was for a few dollars, and I think I was the only one that bid on it. So yeah, so I thought, you know, if someone is a tobacco, I don't know how you say it, people that collect tobacco memorabilia, I thought that might be something, you know, I don't know. Okay, the next thing I got here is super heavy, but super cool. This is a gigantic, heavy, made in Mexico terracotta pottery candle holder. So you can see there where it holds a candle.
and it came with a candle, which I was like, I don't know if I'll keep it in there because it doesn't sit real steady. So I'm probably not gonna sell it with the candle, although I took photos with the candle to kind of show it can hold a pillar candle. But this is called Circle of Friends, and it's a traditional Mexican pottery piece or design. But this is just super heavy, and it is stamped on the bottom that it's made in Mexico. So great. It is just really, really cool. It's a beautiful piece. And I didn't know it was gonna be this big, so I was kind of surprised when I got it. I was like, oh, I'm like, this is gonna be a heifer. A heifer to pick up, take home, and ship. But that's okay. I mean, it'll be easy to pack up because of the size, but it is heavy. It's a heavy one, but super neat. Super, super neat. So kind of another thing that I got on a hunch, but Mexican pottery is really cool. And this is like a cool primitive type piece. So beautiful. I love Mexican folk art. I'm a big folk art person. Like, I really enjoy it. This antique mirror, this vanity mirror, it's brass, and it's a little tabletop vanity mirror. So super cool. And I think the back probably had velvet, but it looks like it may have been replaced at some point because this feels kind of like foam. So I bet you, maybe not velvet, but felt. I bet you there was like old green felt or green velvet or something on the back. Yeah, so this I think is, I would say anywhere from the 30s to the 50s, or maybe the 20s of the 50s. I'm honestly not sure. Very hard for me to tell, but it's an older one. But yeah, and it's got these cool little key type handles here. Just really ornate, beautiful. Yeah, a stunning piece. So I already have this listed. I found this on the auction site, and I don't think I've ever seen a like ivory cream color type wrought iron candle pillar holder. Like, this is for like pillar candles. This little candle, not little, medium-sized candelabra. I had never seen in this type of color. I have sold plenty of wrought iron black traditional wrought iron candle holders and candelabras, and I thought at first, I was like, is this painted? But I mean, and if it is, you know, but it's not like someone took it and painted on top of it to make it shabby chic. It definitely was bought this way. So anyway, I just thought that was pretty neat. So I thought, well, let's see if a cream color goldish one is of interest. Can't hurt to try. I also saw this beautiful carved wood box. I think and it's got like little feet on it. I love the ornate detail and carving, and I love how it has this cool like striped texture here, and it's, you know, dovetail corners. I mean, just a really beautiful box. However, I really don't think I'm going to sell it, and not because I'm dying to keep it, but because now it's not cracked through, but I noticed that there was like a crack that doesn't go all the way through, and that's inside the lid. I don't know how well it shows up on camera. And then if you look at the top of the lid, you can see a bit of like a crack. But again, it's more like a superficial crack instead of, like, it's not going through. It's not like the lid is cracking apart. It's almost like the wood had a little bit of a split in it. I mean, it's beautiful. They can make an incredible keepsake box, jewelry box. I would love to keep art supplies in here. So, you know, I could keep all my acrylic paint pens in here. But if you see this and you're just like, oh my God, sell it to me. I don't care if it has a superficial little creaky crack in it, you know, let me know. But other than that, I'm just nervous about listing it. You know, does that make sense? I don't know. Anyway, that's just my hang-ups about it. And then this, I don't know how it's pronounced. Milady? One of these. M-E-L-E jewelry boxes. And it's just one of these guys. I mean, the ultimate 60s, 70s. I feel like this is more 60s. This is giving me 60s with that mustard velvet. It's got the little pouch in here. You've got a place to hang up maybe necklaces, bracelets. So cool. So cool. If I didn't already have a jewelry box, I'd want to keep it for myself. Yeah, I mean, this is giving like very 60s. I feel like this would have been on my grandmother's dresser. These are kind of big, so I'm gonna have to scoot back. These are Chinese harvest baskets, rice baskets. Now I'm forgetting what they were. I did a bunch of research weeks ago on it. I believe it's like rice harvest baskets, I think. Anyway, these are antique. They are tightly woven. They are really cool. And as far as I just think, how cool. I mean, I was gonna say all the things you could store in these, but also just, they're really beautiful. They're well made. They're just so well crafted. And these are like solid wood handles with the rattan or the bamboo straw, I'm not sure, wrapped around. They're just so beautifully constructed. I feel like the smaller one is easy to get a close-up look on, but just beautiful, beautiful. Oh, this sweet little trinket box. These little doves. This little ceramic trinket box. And I mean, it's like, it's just so cute. So cute. All these little details. Adorable. And then I opened it up and I was like, oh, there's a little paper in here, so it must say something about like the company. You guys, there are certain things that just like melt my heart. A cute little raccoon. Like, stop it. And then this little note with a little Hubba Bubba gum wrapper. I was just like, oh my gosh. And I felt like I was back in middle school. It says, Randy Johnson, Monday, March 16th, 1981, 7th period science, 12:32 a.m. What does all this mean? I assumed, this is the story I'm making up in my head. Randy Johnson is whoever this person was, who was the owner of this trinket box. This was like their crush. And maybe they gave them a piece of gum, a piece of their Hubba Bubba gum. What flavor is this? Do we know what flavor the green Hubba Bubba was? I don't. I only know like the pink. Just regular bubble gum. Maybe this was like green apple? I don't know. And on March 16th, 1981, in 7th period science class, they gave them this piece of gum and they were just so like enamored that they had to make a note of it. But I don't know what 12:32 a.m. is about, because 7th period science class, there's no way. School was at 12:32. Yeah, 12:32 a.m. I need to know. The curious investigator in me wants to know. What do you guys think? Please tell me. I'm dying to hear opinions. But I didn't have the heart to toss this. Are you kidding me? I was like, that is the cutest, sweetest little note that a girl had a crush on somebody and was like, I'm keeping this in a secret spot forever. I never want to forget the moment that Randy Johnson gave me a piece of Hubba Bubba gum. I kept the wrapper because he touched it. Do you know what I mean? Anyway, it just about killed me. So anyway, this is so cute. The coolest vintage belt ever. I mean, it's adjustable, but I mean, so cool, right? Can you see? So it's a little lock and key. Beautiful, love it. And it is adjustable because you can, you gotta be a tiny size though. I mean, so, but you could put it on anywhere in the nooks here. It's just very, this feels very like 60s, 70s. I'm leaning more towards 70s. I have these. So these wonderful little framed dried pressed flowers with velvet backings. And these are actually from the mid-90s because the person signed them. Made this little collection during the mid-90s. I love this one. I mean, I love them all. I think they're beautiful, but I think I just love like a cobalt blue. So I think that's just stunning, especially with like the gold frame and everything. And then there's this one, the red velvet. Very pretty. Very old world. I mean, that feels like super old worldy. This is on dark green velvet, like the first one. I just love like the layout of this one. It's like a really nice composition. This one too. This is also like a dark green velvet. It's so pretty. I mean, the whole collection is gorgeous. Just realized that I forgot to share this. I got this at the estate sale auction also. I literally just stopped filming and then I was like, oh, wait a second, what about the charcoal sketch? So this beautiful original charcoal sketch, this nude, really stunning. It's in really good condition considering like it was never framed or anything. I mean, there is like a little bit of bend here and there, but once it's framed, that's not something you're really gonna see. Yeah, so this is signed C. Gosling 67, but it's a beautiful study, beautiful charcoal study. So anyhow, that was one more thing, and I already have this listed in the shop as well. I want to thank you again for watching and hanging out with me, and this has been fun, kind of going back down memory lane to see like, what did I get? When did I get it? Question mark, what did I pay? Yeah, so anyway, anything that I have up for sale that is listed, I will have linked below, or it will be, you can just go straight to my shop link and find it there. Yeah, and thanks again for hanging out, and I will see you very soon on the next one. Bye.